Okay, worksheet 17. Worksheet 17 is on finishing up those hypothesis test questions. Sometime you have to read your conclusion, okay? And so that your calculator is always going to give you one of these P's, and then we're going to have to write something down. There's only two options. You either say reject H0 or fail to reject H0. You never say anything about HA, and you never say anything about accept. Those are your only two answers to this. Okay, now on the worksheet, there's a whole lot of, well, this is why this works this way. I've copied and pasted a whole explanation. But this is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, someone gives you a problem, you work out the whole problem, you get some sort of p-value. Your calculator gave you the p-value. All right, and then I quickly check through the problem and I don't see anything about significance level. Now down here on number 4, they did tell me a significance level, but mostly they don't. I'm looking for one, I can't even find it. Okay, well that means I'm going to use 0.05 because it's the industry standard. It's not written anywhere, I just know it because it's the industry standard. So I take the p-value off my calculator and I compare it to 0.05. Well, it's less than 0.05. Okay, and that is the probability the other person has any clue whatsoever that what they're talking about. So really small one means they are clueless. Okay, that's when I reject. Whenever I put a less than sign here, I write the words reject H0 over here. All right, the second one, 4.23 E negative 5. Now, and I'm comparing to 0.05. Whenever your calculator tells you this is scientific notation. It means move the decimal point 5 places. So it would be 0.0000423. It's a very small number. This is why I had the whole thing on paying attention to those. Because this is a number in scientific notation, and they're always really small. Don't compare 4.23. Compare 4.23 E negative 5. And it's a small number. These negative ones always come out to be super small. So that would be reject H0. Okay, and then the third one, 0.051 compared to 0.05. All right, well, that's greater than. It's only a little bit greater than, but it's greater than. They have a 5.1% chance of knowing what they're talking about. Even if it was equal, if this said 0.05 and that said 0.05, almost never happens because your calculator loves giving you a bunch of places. But if they were exactly the same, I'd still let it slide. If they have a 5% chance of being right, I let it slide. Okay, so they have a 5.1% chance of being right, so I'm going to let that slide. I'm going to say fail to reject H0. Okay, and then the last one, so 0.027. And it says significance 0.025. That's when I have to actually do something different because they told me to. If you see a significance number, that's what it's for. You don't ever put it in the calculator or anything. You just use it at the very end of the problem. Okay, and 0.027 is greater than 0.025, so I'm going to fail to reject H0. If it hadn't said that, then I'd be comparing to 0.05, and I'd go, oh, that's rejection. It's just someone wanted to be super careful about this, and so they wanted to go around accusing people of lying. So they changed their significance level, and these people ended up with a fail to reject.